Hey folks, Eshin Lacoste here at All Wise Transformation, where we talk about mental health, spiritual practice, and self care. And today I have a returning guest.
Yeah.
Yay! It's always good to have you on, Ricardo.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Eshin. It's always a pleasure to speak with great people
Yeah,
such as yourself and uh, be able to dig on things that we're all are dealing with right now. So,
nice.
yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Yay! So for folks, if you
Mm.
haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. And if you make it through the video and you like it, hit a thumbs up. And then I'm also going to have Ricardo's contact information. Um, as I always start, Ricardo, what's your curiosity? What's stoking your interest these days?
That's a good question. So I just there's a current show up right now at the Seven Space Gallery and Wellness Center in downtown Newark. It's called the Golden State, and it's speaking on what's happening politically and socially right now with the current administration. In terms of what I'm thinking about though right now, I definitely don't think about that in terms of what's going on with the Trump administration too much. I just get maybe a few minutes of news just so that I make sure the country's not burning to hell yet. But also, after I finish a special solo exhibition, I take a bit of a hiatus to allow my mind to decompress, and just allow for new ideas and new thoughts to come. So I'm not sure how to really answer that question.
Yeah,
Maybe later in this interview, I'll have an answer for you. But at the present time, I've not really thought about much.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I guess for me, I'm interested in sort of like the folks who live in the part of the country that don't necessarily see the changing seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Vermont, and so I'm like in the New England area, and I'm always like curious about how folks think about changing seasons for the folks who don't have access to that, and then like vice versa. It's like I don't necessarily know if I like the idea of not seeing the leaves change, because that's what's happening right now for me. Like I could look out my window and like, oh, like I can see some nice golden colors.
Yeah. So I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and there just seems to be one prolonged season there, and that is just hot and summer. Although I will say, in visiting back home, I would say within the last 10 to 15 years, off and on, I would say there seems to be more of four seasons in the year now in comparison to when I was growing up.
Oh,
So when I moved to first Baltimore to the East Coast, first Baltimore, and then to New York, I've lived, I want to say, in the East Coast for about 30 years, or close to 30 years now. And um, it took me some time to get used to the idea of four distinct seasons. My body and mind had to get used to that as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
I was so used to humidity, and I was also so used to heat, and
yeah,
to have days where it would actually be cold
yeah.
and actually not, I wouldn't be sweating out my ass most of the day
And
is
it's
was
it's a,
was
it's a
was
dry
actually comforting.
it's a dry
Huh?
heat, right? It's a dry heat out there. No?
Mm-mm. And I mean, maybe if you're in West Texas, like El Paso and to some degree San Antonio, no. I mean,
Huh.
where Houston is located, it is like tropical or subtropical weather. Yeah.
I'm surprised by that. I was thinking
Yeah,
like,
don't be. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, no, I guess that I just assumed because like it's more southern. It has like more desert region area that it would be more of a dry heat
Mm-mm.
than anything.
I actually like I visited like New Mexico and Arizona, Nevada before, and I love the sort of intense differences within one day that you can get in those places. During the day it could be 110, 115 degrees outside, and yet
So
it's dry, and oddly enough, my mind and body can deal with that. And then in the night or the evening, it gets down to like 60s and 50s and 40s, which is
wow.
a lot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can deal with that. I can't deal with all day it is humid and all day it is hot. So, you know, um, but yeah, I think people should experience four distinct
Yeah, no. Yeah,
seasons in the year.
yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of summer. I could deal with winter before summer, believe it or not. I just find summer to be, at least in the wintertime, you can put on more layers if
See,
you're
I'm
cold.
like the opposite. Like
Really?
give me more summer. Like don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
I remember a time
Mm-mm.
I used to in the apartments that I lived in, no air conditioner. And I have an air conditioner now, but like for years I lived in like when it was like brutal heat and it only bothered me when I had to cook. And it was like it just made things even hotter
Yeah.
in wherever I was living. But other than that, like, and then I at some point, maybe it was like a little bit before COVID. It was like a summer that it was so hot. I was like, I I I need air conditioning because it was just and it was like the first time
Uh-huh.
that I actually noticed how hot it was, and I was like, oh, I I have air conditioner. Well, I had like a fan in my window. I was like, that wasn't enough. I was like, I need an air conditioner.
No. Damn. Well, I've used air conditioner a lot for the past few summers living here in the city. I'd love to not have to use that or even a heater,
Yeah.
but it depends on the day. Some days are like, oh, it's beautiful in here and outside, so don't need to use anything but a fan. Okay, if need be.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not been the case lately. It's been a little bit more extreme. Um, so yeah.
Okay. So Ricardo, I have you on for two reasons. One, because I really enjoy talking to you, and two, I a couple of weeks ago I noticed on your Instagram page that you're doing like this really huge, showing. It's the PEES Fall Opening Studio, October 25th, in
Mhm.
Newark. So like,
Yes.
what's going on there? What's happening?
Just simply it, all of the artists that are um either in the artist in residency program there or those like me who rent out a studios or rent out a studio, I should say, at Project for Empty Space. So twice a year, in both in the spring and the fall, we do an open studio. And I must say, for me, these are always fun. You see a lot of who's who in Newark, I guess, art circles or society and this, that, and the other.
I
You see a lot of
I
people in the
sort of love
community
that
too.
idea of like there's like a little like artsy Newark scene,
Mhm.
and it I don't know it warms my heart, um, to
It warms mine too, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think Newark tends to get a bad rap for a variety of reasons. It's like, and oftentimes people, and this is where living in New York, in the New York tri-state area, is a little on the people can get snobbish, especially if they live in the city. They're like, I don't, Newark is so far. It's like, actually, it's not. It's like, it literally, if you go to New York Penn Station, you can take an NJ Transit train and be in downtown Newark
Right.
in like 25, maybe less than 20 minutes.
Right.
So, that's one.